Now, as the war drags on, the cost of the war keeps rising. The Pentagon is reportedly seeking over $200 billion from the US Congress to fund the ongoing war with Iran. The cost of the conflict has escalated dramatically from initial estimates. The Washington Post, citing an anonymous senior administration official, reported that the proposed amount would far surpass the cost of the Trump administration's campaign to date. It remains uncertain how much funding the White House will ultimately ask Congress to approve. As per some officials within the administration, the Pentagon's proposal may struggle to gain sufficient support, potentially triggering a major confrontation in Congress. Meanwhile, public backing for the military campaign remains limited, and Democratic lawmakers have strongly criticized the conflict. Reacting to the Washington Post report, Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, said, and I quote, "We are only 3 weeks into this war of choice, imposed on both Iranians and Americans. These $200 billion are the tip of the iceberg. Ordinary Americans can thank Benjamin Netanyahu and his lakeys in Congress for the $1 trillion Israel first tax that's about to hit U.S. economy." End quote. The United States spent $11.3 billion in just the first week of its military assault on Iran. This figure reportedly covers only the cost of munitions used in the initial strikes. It excludes broader expenses such as troop deployments, logistics, and ongoing operations. This suggests the total cost is already significantly higher. Now, let's say the additional $200 billion request is approved. Then the American expenditure on the war could exceed more than half of Iran's annual gross domestic product, that is GDP. As per the world meters, Iran's GDP stood at $356 billion in 2025. The $11.3 billion spent in the first week alone outweighs the budget of several U.S. government agencies. These include the Environmental Protection Agency at $8.8 billion, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention at $9.2 billion, and the National Cancer Institute at $7.4 billion. U.S. first attacked Iran in joint operations with Israel on February 28th, and since then, strikes and counter-strikes in West Asia have only intensified.